Animal Bond Working Group Knowledge Exchange Series. This is a part of the One Health Commission and One Health Social Science Initiative. I'd like to start by acknowledging the land, any humans, and any non-humans who are joining us today. I also want to acknowledge the Positive Connections Lab at the University of Saskatchewan and the One Health Commission for making this recorded series a possibility. The One Health Social Science Initiative was formed within the One Health Commission in 2017, and our Human Animal Bond Working Group was formed in the fall of 2024. The group was initiated by myself. My name is Colleen Dell, and I'm a professor and research chair in One Health and Wellness at the University of Saskatchewan in Saskatoon, Canada. Our evolving list of working group members are on our webpage on the One Health Commission website, and we are always looking to recruit new members, so do be in touch. So you see there the onehealthcommission.org, and under there you'll see the One Health Social Science Initiative, and then we are the Human Animal Bond Working Group. The photo shared here is some of the members of our working group. This was our second Zoom call. I think this is around November of 2024. And we have representation here from Nigeria, Ghana, the United States, Canada, Australia, Bangladesh, France, Brazil, Peru, and more. The direction of the Human Animal Bond Working Group is decided purpose statement. It says the One Health Working Group on the Human Animal Bond is dedicated to advancing the understanding and recognition of the diverse and dynamic interactions between humans, non-human animals, and the environment, focusing on the mutual benefits and challenges of the human-animal bond through a transdisciplinary lens. A more detailed version of our evolving or our working purpose statement can also be found on our webpage. As you know, or as many will know who are watching in, One Health addresses the complex interplay between human, animal, and environmental health. However, it's been predominantly led by veterinary and medical disciplines, and therefore focusing on zoonotic disease, which many also will know is the transmission of disease between humans and animals. One Health has frequently been overlooked by social science perspectives, such as values, culture, and well-being. And this is why the One Health Social Science Working Group formed in 2017, and now our subgroup on the Human Animal Bond in 2024. One of our first tasks as a working group is to offer a knowledge exchange series to share the various approaches to and understanding of the Human Animal Bond across our global network. In our increasingly globalized, dynamic, and our complex world, the human-animal bond offers opportunities for sharing as well as gaining new scientific insights. Integrating the human-animal bond with social science theories, social science methods, and intersectional analysis, for example, including social, psychological, cultural, and economic views, alongside mainstream epidemiological approaches, enables our working group, or aims to enable our working group to consider global health risks in a comprehensive way. As an international and transdisciplinary group, we bring together Western science, Indigenous knowledge, lived and living experiences, as well as geographical, cultural, and more than human perspectives and worldviews, all to better address complex One Health challenges. So please enjoy this webinar and be sure to be in contact with any questions or comments on our webpage. And if you want to join our group, you can send an email to me at kisbey@gmail.com. KISBEY@gmail.com. Thank you. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody from Berlin, Germany. It's afternoon here. So thanks for the opportunity to be part of this group and also to present my own perspective about human-animal bond. So today I will be talking to us about the role of culture on the human-animal bond. Yeah. So there's a brief outline here. I want to let you know about my career because I'm actually not a pet person, but I'm just beginning to learn more about pets. Then our perspectives makes a difference. What do these expressions tell you? I'll show you some expressions of myself, some cultural misconceptions against pet ownership, and there is a case study on dog ownership in Nigeria that I'll present as well. Then, what are we Africans, Nigerians missing out by not embracing pets? Then, take home message and some educational resources that I have been creating over the years. So just briefly, my career started in 1999, studying animal production and health at the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, Nigeria. And then after graduating with a first class, I proceeded for my master's in the same university to study animal physiology, after which I got the Nigerian government scholarship to do my PhD at the University of Newcastle in the United Kingdom. And 7 years after, I got another fellowship to Germany, the Alexander von Humboldt Foundation, to do as an experienced research fellow at the Humboldt University. So if you look at this, I've worked in Nigeria, which is Africa, and also in Europe, and I have seen the differences in the way people handle their animals. So I'll be coming from that perspective, the Afrocentric view and the Eurocentric view. So two major perspectives that I would like us to see the differences are the first, the Eurocentric view and the Afrocentric view. Yes, the Eurocentric view talks about individual responsibility for pet ownership. Each person is responsible for their pets. However, it is different from the Afrocentric perspective. It's more of a communal responsibility, family responsibility, even community responsibility. Yes, pets from the Eurocentric perspective, pets are for companionship and for emotional support, while pets, as mostly, especially dogs, are for security reasons. That is the main priority for most of those who keep dogs. However, we have those who still keep dogs for companionship, but when we look at it at large, it's mostly more for security purpose, and then the second priority or the reason could now be for companionship. And then in Europe, pet owners, they prioritize animal welfare, but we are yet to get there. More emphasis, certain animals hold symbolic or spiritual significance. So that determines whether an animal will be accepted as a pet or to be with humans or not. It's more of the religious belief or cultural belief. So I have two expressions I want to show you here, and kindly drop in the comment what you think these expressions actually depict. Yeah, kindly drop in the comment what you can pick from the expression on my face. This is the first time I will ever hold a cat in my life. And you could read from the expression how fearful I was. I thought that would be the end of my life because I have grown up with the belief that cats are evil and, nothing to touch. So when I came across this, I was like, let me just touch this cat. Even if I'm going to die, let me die. So you can read that from the expression, right? But this is also me. Yes, this is also me with a dog now. And if you even see me with a chicken, I am more excited. But I didn't put that of the chicken here. So from this expression, you can really see how you, based on what I have experienced over time, it will tell how I will react to a dog or to a cat. And I don't want you guys to be offended in any way because you don't really know what people are going through. You don't know the phobia that they are experiencing. You don't know what the culture has actually deposited into our DNA regarding some animals. And this we can actually see in the way people, approach animals differently. What are the cultural beliefs or, misconceptions against pet ownership? So just look at this dog, trying to wonder and figure out what people are actually thinking about it in a culture where maybe dogs are not well or much appreciated. Yeah. Some people see pets as unclean or dirty. Some see them just for working purposes, maybe just for security reasons. They keep them in the backyard. You have to, ensure that no strange person comes around. Pets belong outdoors. Pets conflict with cultural and religious beliefs. Yes. Pets are expensive or burdensome, and pets are for certain age groups. These are a lot of misconceptions that people have in the African setting. So we need to begin to address this. So how can we address these misconceptions about pet ownership? It's through education. We need to start speaking out and talking about it. There should be open dialogue like this where people are free to express themselves and what is transpiring about around their community about the issue of pets and how we can enforce or make people understand the more benefit that we can get from our pets. And also, let's also use the voice of the social media to also try to promote positive examples that we find in our community. Now, I'm going to share you a case study on dog ownership in Nigeria. This is just one typical one. And there is a question that was asked in this survey from 5 different parts in the same state. The high level, low level, North Bank, Wadana, and Vorukum. And I classified the reasons from that paper based on priority. So the first priority or the reason was dogs were meant for security purposes. And secondly was for companionship, and maybe thirdly, maybe pet replay or for gift of physical beauty and things like that. So if somebody is coming with the idea or the mentality or mindset that dogs are for security purposes, of course they will be treated that way because that is what they think they are for, right? So I also looked at reasons why people don't keep, dogs. That was from that same paper, right? And let's look at it briefly. Some said it's against their religious belief. Yeah. I just look at the places highlighted in yellow and the other color. So some don't like dogs as pets. Some call it, due to superstitious belief, they can't keep dogs. Lack of resources to care for dogs. It's even good that you are sure that because you don't have the resources, you can't keep dogs. To be sincere, I give kudos to whoever says that because it's better for you not to keep the pets because you don't have the resources than to have the pets and later subject them to any form of abuse or maltreatment because you cannot afford, to take good care of them. So, and some said to prevent embarrassing guests, but can't are people not training their dogs? How will you say your dog will be embarrassing your guest? Can't you train your dogs? So these are things or reasons, but all these things that they have highlighted, some are based on religious beliefs, some superstitious, some because of, they can't, understand how to train their animals. So it says a lot about what we really understand about them and how we can take good care of them. So, what are we really missing out by not embracing pets? And I have a young when my boys were so young, he told his father, he said he would like to have a dog, but my husband said no, you can't have a dog, and that was it because my husband wasn't open to having pets, so definitely he couldn't condone it for his son to bring a pet to the house. So if we grow up and continue to live our lives in such a way, are we not limiting the benefits that we and our children can actually get from these pets? And that is what I will share with us briefly. What are we really missing out by not embracing pets? So there is this BBC publication that shows that how pets, how pets give your kids a brain boost. And we all know that there are lots of benefits associated with the interaction, human-animal interaction with pets. One, it comes with emotional development, self-esteem, and it builds self-esteem and confidence, increases physical health because you are more active. Maybe you have to walk your dog on a daily basis, you have to care for them, you have to clean where they have soiled, and it helps even with cognitive development. There are children who have developed with some mental issues, but having pets around them have really helped them, overcome such challenges. It comes with responsibility and discipline, especially children when they have pets from young age. It instills in them the skill of responsibility and also empathy. And those children, when they grow up later in life, it's more likely that they will never be involved in what is called what is it called? Domestic violence or human, violence in any way. And also it helps our mindfulness and also to reduce stress in humans. So if we are missing out on this benefit because we are just looking at it from the other perspective that dogs are just for these purposes, they are meant for these purposes, the other purposes are not looking at the other side or the other benefit, then we humans from Africa and Nigeria were actually missing out on the benefit that we can get from our pets. So in summary, Our culture plays a significant role in pet ownership. Awareness and education can help correct the misconceptions related to pet ownership, and policies in favor of pet care should be implemented and enforced. There should be a support system for those who need help overcoming phobias for pet, like I showed you in that picture. To be sincere and to be candid, I am still going through that mental trauma associated with cat, and I know I am not alone. There are a lot of people like that who are going through similar things and don't know who to go, where to go to, or how to get the support. So I'm going to be pushing forward this, because we really need to help ourselves, overcome this. So there should be increased awareness of the benefits of the human animal relationship. So because of this, all this has been going through my mind, and I've been looking for ways by which I can, start making changes and lending my voice. So I also have some educational resources which I think I have been using, to push my message forward. Just recently, I launched an online course with the Institute of Canine Psychotherapy on human animal interaction, bridging the gap. There are lots of modules there that actually talk about the relationship between humans and animal, whether as pets, at the zoological environment, at the farm setting, pets, the usefulness of pets to the vulnerables like children, to the seniors, and also to those having health issues. So I also use my voice and my pen to write ebooks. And here I have a pet niche, because I've realized that some people actually, they just get pets. In most countries, they don't even know what to do. They don't know how to provide for them. And at the end of the day, they may not be able to meet the need of this animal. So I just have this pet niche that is telling everybody the different characteristics of the different pets that they may want to have and what they need to provide for them. So they have a first-hand information on what is needed before even getting the pet. And finally, I also have this YouTube channel where I promote videos about animal behavior, because I believe the more we begin to understand the behavior of animals, the better it is for us. Thank you so much.